Yeah, we live. I can see us. Good morning, chat. Yeah. No, you ready? Lose your camera off. You can't see money, Sco. Oh, you only gonna be able to see one of us at a time. Other way, other way. Big mafia chain.
Yo, we starting. Going.
Trying to get your screen on right now.
What up, Ruggs?
What you doing? Why are you touching my shit? Nah, you good, you good.
Coffee cake for breakfast. Morning rotation.
You ready to ride?
We can't smoke, but y'all can.
What new car?
He trying to get him on the screen. I hear him. No, you hear him? Keon Coleman.
Hello? Nah, it's a...
We'll do that now.
All right, there you
You guys, you're hilarious. Hey guys, check this out. You guys, you're hilarious. Hey guys, check this out.
shot, yo?
Huh? Just tell him to turn the screen on.
All right, turn your screen on, dude. Morning, y'all. I just want to introduce y'all to our first episode of the Good Morning Rotation, where we kind of take out a live look into our day-to-day lifestyle, kind of give you a little insight of what we got going on every day. You know, and as you can see, we're in right from the shop, so you can kind of have a more step into our life for a day, every day. You know, Monday through Friday, 10:30, 11:15. Got a little technical difficulties getting going today, but you know, let's do it. So I guess we can start out with last night. You know, we pulled off a crazy comeback. To be there live was dope, man. Way to bring in the season. I'll be honest, we left before the comeback, so ain't no fronting. You know what I'm saying? You down 15. They punt the ball, we was mad. So, you know, but at the end of the day, we got that shit done. Shout out to Keon Coleman. He'll have a big year this year. We're really excited about him. We're really excited about Buffalo in general. A lot of you, you guys know. We're going to be diving into the Buffalo market here soon, so we're excited to be a little closer to our favorite team and be able to experience a lot of what's going on in Buffalo and taking over that market. While we got you here, a little bit afterwards, we want to introduce y'all to our Wake and Bake lottery. So every morning between 9 and 11, all you got to do is come through and make a purchase. You'll automatically be entered into the raffle. So and that'll be every morning, 9 to 11, and then we'll announce it at the end of every episode who the winner is. If you want to keep it discreet, just let us know. But, you know, trying to give you guys a little incentive to wake up and get to the shop. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. So we're starting today. We'll announce tomorrow, and then we'll kind of just go from there. But, yeah, man, I just want to, back to the Bills game, man. I'm excited to see a team that battled adversity. Nooch can attest to that. That's a great team to be able to put 40 on that defense, to be able to, never quit, 0 timeouts, got to go for 2, go fig the field goal. We belt ass. So I'm excited to go to week 2. Go to New Jersey actually, and see what they got going on out there. So. Let's dive into, kind of want to speak on us. As many of you guys may know, a little background of us. I'm 28, Tyreek is 30, and Antonio is 29. So,
Make sure you introduce them too.
yeah. So, I want to introduce y'all to Antonio. That's my brother, CEO of Good Life Collective. He's virtually in, so I don't know if you want to, give him a little background on yourself or whatnot.
What's up, man? My name's Antonio. Go by Nooch. Like my brother said, I'm the CEO. I just make sure everything runs smooth for the back end, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you to our customers for supporting us. Couldn't be nothing without y'all, and excited to get this going.
Yep. My name is Jamel. Most people call me Money. Big bro, they call me Moolah. I'm executive vice president of Good Life Collective, kind of more in charge of front of the house. In charge of making sure that every time you guys come to those doors, make sure you have the best experience when you come to Good Life, and to carbon copy that through as many shops as we open up, right? From Oregon to New York to wherever Good Life takes us next. Try to make sure that when you come through those doors, you're met with a smile, and you leave here not just happy about being here, but happy with what you bought. So.
Yeah, I'm Reek, Tyreek, director of ops, go by Reek. Like Money said, 30, young still too. I'm more got a hand. I do a little bit of everything. Help out with my brothers in the front and the back also. We just kicked off our merch line, so I've been streamlining that and taking the lead on that. We got a lot of good clothing products coming out for you guys soon. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatsuits. There's a lot in the works, so we're really excited for y'all to see that and see everything that we got as we branch off into that side of the business. Because, growing up, we all like to get fly, we all like to dress nice, but to actually put something out ourselves that we create and design and establish as a brotherhood, and to get to see it in the world has been a big thing. So we appreciate y'all for all the support.
So I'm gonna dive into it. You know, we always talk about this a lot, but it's kind of like bring it to the forefront here. Some challenges that we had as being young leaders. I started off for the most part. For me, big challenge that I had becoming a leader is to take initiative and understanding that a lot of people's lives depend on the decisions I make on a day-to-day basis. So understanding that I'm getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, understanding that people depend and look forward to coming in and being led by me and my brothers. So understanding that type of power and soaking in it and embracing it rather than avoiding it and whatnot, because it's a lot. Having that type of responsibility at such a young age, you're never going to be perfect, but over time and having some great mentors in our life, I think that we took the bull by the horn, and we're getting better and better every day to be able to lead our congregation to success. I don't know if you want to pick up off of that, Mitch.
Yeah, my biggest challenge was just learning how to lead people with a bunch of different personalities, and
Me, I'd say the biggest part about it was probably is self reflection and accountability. You know what I mean? We got a good saying in here. We say sometimes it's not the team, it's the system, and we all attack that and we dive into that together as a family. Money pinpointed on it. Shout out to Pops, great mentor, great person to learn from that we've been blessed to have in our lives. So really being able to use the self reflection asset to grow the business and grow the brand has been a big part of being a young boss, as we like to say. Good morning. How are you doing
I
today?
know for sure, as a young entrepreneur, I know a mistake that I don't like the word mistake, but rather constructive criticism I can give to myself is making sure to, you don't got to be nice to everybody. Me and my brothers, we are very laid back. We always got a smile on our face. We're always, happy, giggly, bubbly. So, and respectful in business that eat you alive. So understanding that doesn't mean to say that I got to be a big mean Vladimir Putin, but more as understanding that stand your ground and understand that your opinion matters, and not only that, when you have an opinion or if you feel some type of way that you think the business will benefit from, making sure that you stand on that, and understanding that some feelings might get hurt. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and if they believe in you, then they'll get over that small grift and understand that this is for the betterment of the business. So that's kind of a constructive criticism I got for myself to understand that sometimes you got to be grounded. Sometimes to be grounded, you got to get a little nasty with somebody. That's okay. So that's definitely constructive criticism I got for myself. I don't know if you want to chime in with anything.
Not to cut you off, we see the comments. Shout out to Daily Dabber. We appreciate you. Best merch in the game. That means a lot to us. We put our all into it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So we're gonna step into another segment here. It's called Higher Learning. So we kind of want to introduce one of our bud tenders, one of our managers, excuse me, that is in charge of, for the most part, the educational piece and making sure that every customer is very well educated on a consistent basis, whether it's new, old, or they're returning or they're just visiting for one time.
Thank you, Koki. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
So just introduce yourself to everybody. Let them know how your name and title and your role here at Good Life.
How you guys doing? My name is Eric. I am the floor manager here at Good Life. It's been a great experience, great team by these gentlemen here. And today we're doing questions, right?
We're just higher learning segment, so we kind of just, giving the people something to, basically, educational piece where you kind of just giving them some of your knowledge and kind of give a reflection of what it is like a day-to-day basis for you to have to educate our community by the masses. So.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'm sticking my hand in this bag. All right. So the first question of this segment is, which strain is often associated with uplifting, energetic effects? I'll give you guys a couple seconds to type it in the comments over. And all right. So the answer, which strain is often associated with uplifting, energetic effects, is sativa. So most it's going to be taken during the day, whether it's being a gummies or in a plant-based. It's almost like a cup of coffee, but not a cup of coffee, but it's definitely going to be a head high. People do it for the mornings to start the day, to get the day going. Some
And it's not to cut you off. For me, it's a little different because I have ADHD, so for me, sativa kind of relaxes me down.
okay,
It works a little different for me, so that's the cool part about it. For the most part, my brain is already wired like I smoke the sativa, so it kind of offsets for me.
Okay.
And it kind of like relaxes me out. So I personally like to consume sativas predominantly.
right. So unlike an indica, which is going to be more of a body high, it's going to relax. So people don't like that, especially not first thing in the morning. So they'll definitely go for a sativa. Gives them a nice head high, gives them energized, and definitely gets the day started for them. For most people.
100%. And the cool thing with that is, for the most part, with our customers, a lot of customers like sativa. A lot of our customers that come by, they want to be up and out
Yes.
and at it. But it's also very important to understand that just because understanding that with the sativa, and the indica and then the hybrid, it's also still off of your personal experience with that.
Yep. Yes,
You
sir.
you can't expect for you to smoke a sativa. You got an hour of sleep, and it's supposed to be it's a red Bull.
Right.
I'm up
So
the
there's
rest of the day, you know what I'm saying. So that's another little educational part we kind of throw into there.
definitely a bunch of terpenes that help affect the folks as well. So once
Yeah.
we start diving deep into that,
Yeah.
to those different terpenes, and
Yeah. So the coolest thing is we're gonna dive in a little bit about being a bud tender. A lot of people aren't familiar with, especially in the city of Rochester. Still fairly new. I know we've been here for a year, but I want to touch on you guys being more of an educator
Yes.
than just a salesman.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, when you come through those doors right there, most importantly is building that connection with someone. You know what I'm saying? You could try to sell them the most expensive product in the world,
Right.
but that's not building the connection with them. That's why I think that we were very big. That's where I claim the fame for me on the sales floor is building that personal connection. All of you guys know everyone you deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? You guys know them on a name basis. You know what they want. I see them come in, they'll look for you, and that's where the educational part comes in.
Right.
You're teaching them something that they didn't know before. Now they're stepping into now they're comfortable with dealing with us, and they're coming here on a consistent basis and making sure that, hey, even if I want to deal with one person, or I deal with anybody, I know that when I leave, I'm leaving here more educated on a product that that I'm getting. So
And
that's what I love it.
Yeah, we definitely been trying to teach. Like you said, it's a new to the New York State, so the industry, a lot of our customers are worried about THC.
Yeah.
So as a bud tender, we try to teach more about the terpenes and the effects that those have.
Yeah.
So it's not always about THC. High THC doesn't mean a long-lasting high. Some people want to have a longer high. So once we break down what the effects of the personal palates are to the customers, it definitely provides for a better experience, smoking experience, and a customer-based experience as well.
1,000%. Anything you want to touch on about sativas, Nooch? Reed?
I think you hit it on the head.
Yeah.
We can go to
Yeah, so appreciate you hopping on here with us, E.
My pleasure, yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? We're going to definitely try to have y'all be a lot of interactive sessions with some of our very beloved workers so they can step into their life every day and let you know what it's like working at Good Life. So we appreciate you, bro. All right?
Appreciate you.
And let's talk about how it felt. Instagram got deleted and how we try to follow like a lot of the guidelines.
Yeah.
If I get Luke's
for sure.
opinion too, like how did Luke feel about Instagram going
Yeah,
down?
I'll let him pick that one off.
Well, I can't hear. What was the question?
It's how you feel about Instagram, our Instagram getting shut down.
That's mad whack, bro.
Yeah.
We can really do. Like I think we did everything we were supposed to do to keep it up. You know, we
Yeah,
don't post no content. I think we got a couple haters. On
yeah,
top of that, but
respectfully.
Instagram's a hater itself. So you know,
Yeah,
like we always do. We adjust. We adjust. You know what I'm saying? We're
we
going to
adjust.
adjust. We do
Yeah,
things like
always.
this. Educate, get education out to the customers.
Yeah,
Show the faces. Let them know we're a real thing.
yeah,
No, we're not no trappers. You know, we
yeah.
businessmen. We run a legit business. So
100%.
um,
And
that's kind of how I feel about the whole Instagram thing. Can't let
for
it
sure.
bring us down. Just keep going. I mean, you already got the backup to 1,000 followers. So I
Yeah,
think the marketing team has done a good job with that. Um,
100%.
you know, that's my take
And
on Instagram.
I,
I think Instagram need to get with the program though, man. It's
for sure.
2025.
Oh
Cannabis is
man,
legal in a bunch of
it's crazy,
states,
man.
and
Stop treating
you
our
know,
profession like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, it's not like we're doing anything wrong. Everything we do is legit by the book. Everything in here is lab tested. Everything that we do is licensed. Everything is legit. Everything up to code. The state comes by here. We pass in flying colors. So I just don't understand, the disconnect because Instagram is a very heavily used platform for social media. After this experience with it, I'll be honest, I'm kind of over it. Because it isn't a testament of the hard work we put in. So no matter what, with or without Instagram, we're still going to be, keep this train moving forward and exploring every avenue that we have to, as an alternate, to be able to still successfully keep our people engaged, with also keeping the insight with you guys in terms of how we run our day to day. We work really hard on our other Instagram, but who's to say that this isn't this is going to be bigger, and we know that. You know what I'm saying? We're already off to a really
mhm.
good start with that. I would definitely like to start exploring other ones. Our marketing team has done a great job of getting us some notoriety on TikTok, and I would love to explore the X. This is very unfiltered, but yeah, it's definitely a little demoralizing. We put a lot of hard work and time and effort into that, but doesn't stop. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna build this one up here. They'll probably get closed down too, and they'll have to keep shutting us down until they make it federally legal. So pretty much.
How y'all, Rick? How you feel about the fake good life Instagram?
The
What'd you
fake
say?
How you
Instagrams.
feel about the fake good life Instagram?
I think that what is the saying? What they say? Flattery. What is it? What is it?
Imitation is the
Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Yeah,
It just let us know we doing the right thing, man.
that's
You know
real.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But
let
you
them know the
can't.
real one though. Let them know.
But the real one, GLC underscore
Five eight five.
585, and no matter how many fake pages you make, you can't recreate our family. You can't recreate the hard work. You can't recreate what we give to the community and what we do for the people here, inside and outside of these walls at 155. So the brand gonna grow no matter what, man.
And then exactly,
Yes,
you
sir.
guys,
I more
the
feel bad
customers that
about
come
it.
through here,
It's
that
so much
the
support we
customers
missing.
that was waiting for us on our birthday at 7 o'clock in the morning, the customers that was waiting at the door for all of our events. This what makes it. You know what I'm saying? So Instagram is just minuscule. It's just a reference point for, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, these people that come through here and support us, and that's the reason why we get to we get to where we've gotten, and we're going to get to where we're going. So definitely, I'm excited about the new Instagram. I love
You know.
Good to
We
go.
back. You can see us.
All right, so let's kind of touch on I know we touched on the community a lot, so I just want to speak on we recently the last Sunday before last we had our end of summer bash. Just want to touch on that a little bit. I had a phenomenal time. I actually was in the dunk tank for the first 2 hours, so that was definitely an experience. I got dunked a little bit too much time. I had to retire from that a little earlier than expected, but it is what it is. Very excited to see the direction that we're taking with these events. With our brother Tyreek taking the bulls by the horn with the merchandise, make sure we had a nice spread for everybody. Just making sure. I just love that it was just a huge, coming together to make sure that everything was done in the correct and professional way. We have the news there, Channel 8, Channel 13. We actually donated to SUNY Niagara, and they have a cannabis division that's coming. So we're very excited about that to have that
We
type
live,
of
twin.
have that type of notoriety, and especially when it comes to schools, because that's what we look to be, work in the industry. So for that to be got a little thrown off, but for that to be now a curriculum in the schools, I think that's something that's real dope. So I was excited to be able to donate to them. But yeah, like I said, like the event was really cool. We had a lot of fun. I don't know if you want to touch on it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it was a blessing. Everybody enjoyed themselves. It was a lot of people came out. It was all day from start. There was a line out the door when we opened. It was still packed when it was time to close up. Again, there was a lot of good support on the merch. We had carnival shirts made that people loved that you got to see all around. And the other shirts did good. But then it was just the fun that was had, the rolling competition, the band, the DJ. Like, honestly, shout out City to God, man. He always
Yeah,
puts
right,
on a
right.
good show for our supporters, the games, basketball, the vendors there. A lot of good products.
We're gonna get just a little hand clap for the merch.
Hand clap for the merch though. We did pop it up, no promo, no anything, and
Shout
we
out to
was
the
able to.
volunteers too,
Yeah,
man.
hell
Word,
yeah,
y'all came out
hell
there.
yeah. All the
And I
workers.
made sure that everything was ran smooth. You know what I'm saying? We really gave a carnival vibe, and then something something I'm very proud of and excited to see what we got in the workings for next time. And it's cool to see the progression from the real first event we had with the Valentine's Day event to see the more and more people that's coming. The same people that's coming from all the events. They iron it out from waiting to eat for 2 hours at the Valentine's Day event all the way to seeing them being participants in the rolling competition, so forth and so on. Definitely think we're building a stigma with it. I'm very excited to see the 1 year of that event, our birthday party, just to see the progression that we have just for our community, man. We love being in the community. We love to give people, most importantly, a dope experience where you can feel comfortable with smoking, like touching on some real shit, because at the end of the day, anywhere we went growing up, you had to be uncomfortable smoking. Anytime we wanted to go out and have fun, we had to be uncomfortable smoking, do it in the whip, do it before we came. So now to have an environment where that's the basis point is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? I touch on this every single time about the events. This is the most relaxed environment. We create an environment where you be comfortable with doing that and that trying. We want that to be the new norm. Hopefully that we're at the end of the day, this is a blacklisted industry, so I don't see any reason to hate on anybody. I would love there to be a cannabis event every weekend. Whether the dispensary runs it or where it is. So this is our profession. This is where we're comfortable, and we've always been comfortable with smoking. It's just everybody else is now getting hip to what we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So for this to be the new norm and for us to be on the forefront of that, it really, you ask anybody about us, about me, about Reek, about Nooch, this has been us. So to be able to not only be on the forefront of that where we're from, but to also be, change the stigma behind it and provide spots like, yo, I'm going to a smoking event, like lit, So
Yeah, y'all see me messing around on bat. I don't know if y'all can
Legal
see it, but it's on the
smoking.
merch.
legal,
Change the
word.
perspective, man. That's our goal, is change the perspective behind this, the consumption of cannabis, the involvement in cannabis, and just the entire industry of it.
Yeah, man. So most importantly, as we wrap up here, I just wanted to be an open invitation to any of our vendors, any of our customers, any of our employees. You want to hop on? You want to talk to the peoples? It's going to be every day, Monday through Friday. We want to really make this a thing where even if we travel a lot, we'll zoom in. But this is an open invitation for everybody, man. Hit us up. Want you to come be a part of this. Come tell us your experience at Good Life. Come tell us why you love us. Come tell us why you hate us. Let's pull up.
And tell them that the lottery winner has been picked. We're
Yeah,
gonna keep it anonymous right now.
yeah. So we're gonna keep the lottery winner anonymous for today, and then like I said, every day you come through 9/11, we got something for you. All right, it's a lifestyle. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Thank you all.